Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dian Farah Syarifah, with three last digit number is 006, come from PTK student. And in this semester or fourth semester, I have a operating system course. And this video will be the midterm task of operating system course in fourth semester. Okay, this video, I will discuss with you about the operating system structure as first things that you learn in operating system course. Okay, the first question, have you know about the operating system structure? Okay, the operating system structure with the 6 point will be explained by me in 6 point. Yeah, this is component system, operating system service, system call, program system, operating system architecture, and system design and implementation. Okay, I will tell you one by one point about this structure in this video, so learning carefully. Okay, the first thing of operating system structure is component system. In this section, I will explain the 8 point of component system, and I will tell about what is the point, what is process management, what is memory management, and other. And then I will tell about the process management activity of component system point, that process management activity of process management of main memory management and all of point. First thing first is process management. What is process? Process is the condition when the program was executed, and then process need an energy to doing the task with the device like CPU time, memory, file, and input or output of device. And then the activity of management process like process of doing and delete the process of user and system process. The next is delay or continue the process and provide mechanism process and synchronization, provide the mechanism of process communication. And then the last is provide the mechanism of deadlock. What's the next is main memory management. Okay, before we discuss about the main memory management, we must know that memory is a big array from word or byte that have a big size too, like trillion size, like billion size, that have own address. And main memory also have a function to be a storage media that have the data, which part in process in CPU. Main memory also have a volatile. And what is the activity of management memory management? What is the process management activity of main memory management is they can track which part that use and with who, and then decision process part where will be load to memory storage if available, and allocation or the allocation the memory storage. Third point is secondary memory management. Okay, what is secondary memory management? Is secondary memory that have capacity more than non-volatile or more than main management, more than main memory. Also, the secondary memory management have the task to back up data memory, back up main memory data, in storage. So, what is the process management activity secondary memory management is to manage free space in a storage, to allocation storage, and also doing what are doing in the disk. Okay, the fourth is file management. Okay, file is a collection of data information that communicates with each other, who has a hierarchical structure. So file have a hierarchical structure like directory, volume, and each other. So what is the process management activity of file? File can doing or delete file. So can create or delete directory. So can support primitive manipulation file and directory. So can mapping file in secondary storage. Also can backup file in a media was volatile. We are in 5 point is input or output management. Input output management, often called device manager, that provide device uh, that provide device driver which common. So operating of input or output can compact like open, like read, like writing, or close the device driver. So what is the activity of input output? It can system buffer or caching. So can be a temporary accommodation from data and to input or output. Interface device driver, commonly spooling can scheduling input or output, so the system can be more efficient. Also, the activity is driver to device or hardware, so can doing operation detail of input or output device. Okay, the sixth point is network distribution. What is network distribution? Network distribution is the collection of multiple processors that do not share memory cause each has its own memory. Also, the processor in a system are connected through a communication network using a protocol. So, what is the activity of network distribution? Network distribution can speeding up the computer, can increase the data availability, so can improve the system constraints. The seventh point is protection system. What is protection system? Protection system is refers to mechanism for controlling access by programmer, by a processor, or user to system resource. So, what is the activity of protection system is different between listen and unlisten usage, and assign control to be applied, also can provide the purpose of protection implementation. So what's the last? The last is command interpreter system. Did you know command interpreter system is operation system who waiting instruction from user or command driven. So the program can read the instruction and translate it to control statement or control card interpreter or command line. So the operating system Unix have a variation control interpreter that keep growing according to technology input or output device like CLE, Windows, and pen-based or touch and each other. Okay, the next point of operating system structure or second point is operating system service. So operating system service is we must now program execute first. Program execute is the ability for of the system to load a program into memory and execute the program. So this input or output operation in operating system service, the user can access resource directly. So operating system providing the mechanism to doing input or output operation by username. So operating system to user or programmer is program execute input or output program. The next is file management manipulation and communication. The last is wrong detector. So the operating system service that are not used by user but are used by the system to ensure efficient system operation is allocate resource, accountation, and the last is protection. Okay, the next is system call in operating system structure. Of course, we know that system call. I believe that all of you know about system calls because you learned coding before this. Yes. So in an interface, I will uh, explain little concept about interface system call. Okay, so system operation and running program is connect each other by system call interface. So the program is running in a system operation through the system call interface following the 11 steps in this picture. You can read the push bytes and the next step is push and buffer push if the so can read by call and following the steps until the increment sp using the library process read and user program to read to call so can be read by user. Hi, I'm moving. Girls, yeah. The next is program system. In program system have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point can be manipulating files, status information, modification file, programming language, calling and executing program, and communication. So first is manipulating file that I was discussed in other page, yeah, manipulating files so we can create, we can delete, we can edit a file. So no, editing files can be can you can doing modification file, you can edit the file in a modification file in a third point. So the status information like the date, like the year in program system. And programming language is yeah, you know, your programming language who can compile in a program system and next is calling and executing program, and the last is communication. Actually one process that I not input in this page is program application. So in a program system have a program application. Okay, the next point is architecture operating system. In an operating system, we can make uh, operating system with variation of architecture, like monolithic system that you can read. I can read. Have a main program, service product, and utility procedure. The next is can be make with architecture of client server system and can be make with layer system, virtual machine system, and object oriented system. Object oriented system will be implementation in POS, GEOS, Haiku, Medusa, and others. Yeah, you can read. Okay, the question is the architecture operating system, how it works. I will explain one by one steps of this architecture. So the one things and one point that you can read in a picture is user program track to canal. So the next is instruction from mode user to monitor user in instruction. Yeah, you can read. And then third is operating system check parameter from the calling. It's called dispatch table. And the fourth step is operating system choose to table contained slot to key. Yeah. And the last step is control with turn back to user program. Okay, the last steps, here we go, the system design and implementation. So in a operating system, that the system design and implementation you can following your purpose to system or to user that can that you need, that user need. The purpose of operating system in a user is most easy to use and most easy to learn, safe, fast, and reliable. And the system, operating system, most easy to design, most easy to implementation, most easy to care of, have a flexibility and free from incorrect. And the last is efficient. The operating system must efficient. Okay, it's a last page in my presentation, so it's mean that it's done, it's a wrap. Okay, thank you for watching. Hopefully, my presentation can help you to knowing to understand the material of operating system structure. Of course, with this presentation, I learn more of operating system structure. So I hope you learning more too, because it's material so important to learn before we learn about the next chapter. Okay, see you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.